Yo, hello everybody. Welcome back to D Hub Sport. It's another weekend where we're gonna be looking at the games. Yeah, it is Drex and Tesh. If you don't know, now you know. Admiral Drex and Tesh in the building, trying to come give you what our possible outcome would be for match day 32. We saw match day 31 during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and guess what? A lot of the outcomes we gave were close, but nah. I think it was more like a 50-50, more like 50% this time around. I hope we're looking for a better outcome in match day 32. We hope we get it right this time. We get at least we get it up to 80%, because we've been doing well until we decide to pay attention to the outcomes and
Yeah,
like do a replay. Then all of a sudden we started noticing like it's like we're doing too much. When we started, it was more like, okay, what's the possible outcome? We were looking at this thing, and we saw that we're doing well. About I think we're more on the seven, no less than 70% on the possible outcome. Then all of a sudden, things started going down. But it is what it is. We are here, another episode of possible outcome. We got games coming this weekend. We got I think we got a lot of not we got United play Liverpool, which is the big one. Yeah, at Old Trafford. Also, I think we have Aston Villa as well on Saturday. They play, excuse me, Aston Villa. They play they play Brentford. Yeah, they play Brentford, and Tottenham plays what should I call it, Nottingham Forest on Sunday. I think that's the last game for Sunday. Yeah, we also have a watching fixtures of Wolves and West Ham. Don't forget Brighton home to Arsenal on I think that's on Saturday late kickoff. But before we start the show proper, we're just gonna do a 5 minutes recap. First of all, let me ask my co-host how he's been doing. Tesh, don't mind my manners. I need to ask, how are you doing? How I know we played yesterday, so how are you feeling? You feeling a lot better today, or you still feel a little bit emotional that we lost yesterday?
I wasn't a bit emotional. Wasn't one bit emotional. I think it's again
Yeah.
big up GMGB, big up never miss Rob Drex. You can see the chat, right?
That's yeah. I can see the chat, but not so much. But it's okay. It's okay. I can make do with what I have at the moment. Yeah, I can see the chat. Yeah, I just put it on my phone. I can see the chat. Yeah, bro. Omo, yeah. We're actually thinking, should we do this? Like, it's like Test is not feeling way down as myself, because I feel a little bit down today. But I'm just gonna say this: looking at the review, right? Never Miss Rob was way off the mark with his board and his prediction.
Why? How?
Like yo, bro. Okay, let me tell you what he said. I think I have a screenshot of. I did take a picture of what my friend Omo actually said. He said Newcastle. We're gonna. I think he said Newcastle and. Oh, he got that one right. Newcastle, Everton, we're going to play 1-1 draw. He actually said Forest we're going to win 3-1
Yes,
to Fulham.
I think it was
Yeah,
right
three
most
one
times.
Fulham.
So yeah,
Yeah, 3-1 Fulham. He said. Bournemouth, he said Palace we're going to win 3-1, but that didn't happen. He said Wolves we're going to beat Burnley 3-0, and that didn't happen as well. I said Arsenal we're going to we're going to win at least 4 goals different margin. So he said 5-1 Arsenal, but that didn't happen. It ended up being a 2-1. We all hope that Luton will score, continue their fine form of scoring, but no, guess what? It wasn't to be. Yeah, he also said Spurs were gonna win West Ham 3-1, and that didn't happen. That game ended up being a draw. He said Man City were gonna play a goalless draw with Villa, but that didn't happen as well. He was spot on the. Was it 3-1? Liverpool Sheffield. What did it end? 3-1 or 4-1?
3-1,
4-1.
3-1,
He was close.
4-1.
Was it 3-1? 4-1, I believe it was 4-1.
Let me see.
Yeah, it was 4-1, I believe. He
No,
was close on
no,
that.
3-1. Sheffield, Liverpool.
3-1.
3-1.
Oh, he was spot on. He was nailed on for that. Yo, bro, like I'm gonna do a percentage wise and see what he got. Then he said Chelsea were gonna run riot or United 3-0, but we also had that game ended. It was ended up 4-3. So looking at he got the Newcastle spot on. He got Forest spot on.
Yeah.
He got he got Arsenal to win. Then the Liverpool one spot on. So The man's doing. He did well with his score prediction. If he was a betting man, he would have been walking home with
Yeah,
some good amount of
so I
money.
know. Like when I say that, it's almost his predictions were almost right. The only one
Yeah,
that probably was it would have been way off, which he corrected,
yeah,
was United
yeah.
and Chelsea.
Yeah, but yeah, he also said Brentford were going to play a 1-3. Brighton were going to defeat Brentford. I think that game ended up a 0-0, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so that's how the prediction went for Omo. Now I'm going to look at D Hub's possible
Predictions.
outcome for last week, and we had Tesh and I, we looked at the game and we said, okay, the best possible outcome was going to be there was going to be 3 goals in the match, and Tesh said it was going to be 3 goals in the match, and I said that game would end with a double-digit corner, but I actually picked over 11, but I was short by one. The actually total corners in that game was 10. Yeah, Nottingham Forest and Fulham. Tesh and I went for the obvious, which was more Fulham than Nottingham Forest. We actually said Fulham were going to win that game 3-1, and we did get one thing right. We said there were going to be at least 2 goals in that game, and it was rightly so. But the result wasn't the case. Now moving on to Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, we both agreed that both teams were going to get on the score sheet. And I think, Tesh, am I right? I don't think we got that right as well. It was
Which one?
Bournemouth, Crystal Palace.
I
Um,
think I picked.
we both said both teams to
Is it
score
supposed to score? Yes, supposed to score. Yes,
and a
yes, yes,
draw. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, and a draw. Yes, and a draw. And a draw. You're
Oh,
correct.
I don't know if that game ended 1-0 in favor to Bournemouth, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
yes, Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth.
We got that wrong. Manj was on the other side. I'm gonna give you Manj's prediction as well.
Yeah.
Manj was the other side of the fence. He was like that game was gonna be a high scoring game, 5 goals, but nah. Uh, Burnley Wolves. Tesh, remember this game? I said it was gonna be a 1-1 draw and it was gonna be a low scoring affair. Remember I said this? I kept saying I don't know who's gonna win this, but
Burnley
I feel
Wolves.
like it was Burnley Wolves. Remember I said it was gonna be a low scoring game. It was under 3 goals. I
Mm-hmm.
actually said under 3 goals. I don't see them scoring much goals in this game, and I was right. I didn't see them scoring more than 2 goals in that game, and I was right. I actually wrote it here under 2.5, and I was right. Manch came with the over 2.5, and he was definitely wrong. Yeah, moving to the West Ham Tottenham, we all was correct on this one because we said both teams to score. Although Manj went with a slight win for Tottenham, but he was on the both team to get on the score sheet as well. So we got that spot on. Arsenal, yeah, this was the one where I got right because I said Arsenal were going to win by at least 2 goal margin, and it ended up just being 2-0. Although my friend Man said it was going to be 3 yellow cards, but see the thing we're just short. It was 2 cards, and it's so strange. Both team conceding just having 1 yellow card apiece. That's it. That's it. The whole of the game, just 1 yellow card. Tess, you're gonna help me out with this Brentford Brighton one. I think we had Ivan Toney to score. I don't think that was the case. We had this game to be a
Wait, hold on. The
draw.
situation is we I don't have a turn to score.
Oh, who said Ivan Toney was gonna score? It wasn't me then.
Manch.
Because it was Man who said
Manch.
Ivan Toney was scared.
Yes.
Yeah. I know we said this game was gonna be a draw,
Yeah.
like it was gonna be a tight game.
Mm.
And both teams to get on the score sheet. I don't think both teams got on the score sheet, but I believe we had a draw in this game. Am I right, Tesh?
Yes. Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah. I think we
It
did. Yeah,
was a
we did.
draw. We
Yeah,
got
we
a
did.
draw in
Yeah.
this game. Man City, we said Man City were going to put
Win
win, and the total goals in that game was going to be
over
over
three. I think
three
over three
goals.
goals. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were right. The game ended 4-1. Liverpool, we said we're going to put 4 past Sheffield. I actually said with Liverpool, we're going to win with at least a goal difference of 3 goals. But no, I was wrong. Game ended 3-1. Chelsea United, that was the more obvious one. We didn't know where this girl was gonna go.
I think no. To be
We
fair,
said
though, in terms of
we
conversation,
said it
though,
was
was just
yeah,
that when Omo got in, we said, because I think I said it's going to be a draw. When Omo
yeah,
came in and Omo said, Chelsea would win. I'm like,
yeah.
you know what? Best case scenario will be a Chelsea win. Best case scenario for United will be a United win, a United draw, but Chelsea would, and
Take
if
the
exactly see that draw or Chelsea, basically.
Yeah, but the one we all agreed was both teams were going to get on the score sheet. I actually
Yeah.
said United were going to score 3 goals,
To be
and you,
to be fair, the way I thought of the
mm-hmm.
game wasn't actually how the
Yeah,
game transpired. Honestly, when
yeah,
watching the game, I'm like, you know what? I predicted a draw, but I think we deserve the win.
yeah, but
I think we
yeah,
deserve the
yeah.
win. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, I could. Like, we. I don't know. That's. Let's just see. Okay, now moving on to March day 32, where we're gonna start. Where do we start from? We start with the Crystal Palace Man City game. Tesh, you want to take us through that one, or you want me to start?
So I think that should be an easy one to start, right? So you're looking at Crystal Palace, Man City. Crystal Palace.
Yep.
Let me see their form. Oh, I'm still
Crystal
form.
Palace. Although they have the new coach in the block, right? I don't think they still maintain that thing that they've always maintained.
I'll get this here. So if you're looking at their form, right, Crystal Palace. So it's not way as in so they've lost they lost their last match. They drew to a Forest. They drew to Luton, and obviously they lost what they call to Tottenham. And you can see Man City have also been in not the best of like Man City form. They've won 3 and drawn 2. But you know, those were basically 2 big games between Liverpool and Arsenal. They drew. Now, what do I think? All the things I've said so far, last, Man City will win. Man City will win because they have to what they call keep up with Liverpool in terms of title race. So I'm saying over 2 goals in that game, Man City to win. But I think Crystal Palace will give Man City a very hard time. But Man City will win.
Bro, did you just say Crystal Palace will give Man City a very hard time?
Yeah, they'll give them a hard time, right? Because you know if you looking at they need a win. They need a win.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the Premier League, last in probably last 4 games, no win. Yeah, so they need a win
for Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah, for Crystal Palace, yes.
So what's your possible outcome? You going with this one?
Outcome for this one,
I want to make it.
I'll go
quick.
with over 2 goals for Man City and Man City to win.
That says
and
over
2 goals.
2 goals. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Test says over 2 goals. I don't know. Let me just. My comeback. Man City obviously will win by 2 goals. Mine is gonna be a 2-goal margin. 2-goal margin. Yeah, 2-goal margin. Mine win by 2-goal margin.
Okay.
So 3-1, 4-1, 2-0 kind of game, right? So that's my own. So moving on to the Aston Villa. Am I right? Yeah, Aston Villa Brentford.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough game. Let me just say this, right? Because I've always
just to add on, City, GB is saying City to what they call City to win 4-1. I believe that's what they're saying there.
Okay, City to win 4-1.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna go like this for the Man City. Let me just put this out there because I've always been the one tailing. I've been tailing Brentford, right, for last 15, 20 games, right? It's crazy because in the they've always had a goal. They've always had a goal. In their last 10, they've scored 8 times. They've scored in 8 matches. In the last 10 matches, they've scored in. So my possible outcome for tomorrow, I'm not even going to think it deep. I was even surprised they didn't get a goal against Brighton. But my possible outcome for tomorrow is Brentford to be on the score sheet. I'm just going to write them. If you go back to the Man City game where they lost 3-1, they won Wolves 2-0 away, scored. They were home, but they managed to get a goal against Liverpool, though they lost that game. Yeah, they didn't score at the Etihad. Scored 2 goals against Brentford, drew 2-2 against Chelsea, scored a goal at the Emirates. They lost 2-1. Burnley beat them 2-1. They scored. They equalized, came from behind to get a point at home to United. But at home against Brighton, I don't know what happened. But I'm tipping them to get a goal. That's my possible outcome because I've looked at this game. I'm like, where would this go? Aston Villa might end up winning that game 4-2. Oh yeah, but I feel like Brentford. That's my possible outcome. I feel like Brentford will get a goal in this game. That's my possible outcome, Tesh.
Okay, Brentford to get a goal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one we're looking at Everton and Burnley. Okay, what's happening there?
Ooh.
This one is one of those whereby you look at alpha. What's the gap? I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
let's see if we can rough it and come up with what it
Figured.
called what an
Who's
outcome.
home though? Everton is home, right?
Everton is
Yeah, it has to. It has
Everton
to.
is
Yeah,
home
because yeah,
with a blood of a form. Their form is blood.
red
Basically,
blood, red blood cells everywhere.
yeah, they've had 3 losses, and these 3 losses back to back to back. And in between those 3 losses, they had they had a draw against Brighton, and they also had what they called a draw against Newcastle. Now, what will happen? Let me check
Yeah.
first. Let me see what the bookies are saying first.
Man says he's looking at what the bookies are
Saying.
saying.
So if you see, the bookies are actually saying Everton will win 70%. Right, they're saying 7% Everton will win with a 7% draw and 23% what they call loss. You know what? Let me just look at one more thing. I think Everton, so it's a draw or Everton will be my would be my result in this game. A draw or Everton win.
So you're saying Everton to either win or draw?
Yes. And GB on Brentford, GB saying Brentford 2-1, and Everton, GB said Everton 2-0.
Everton to keep a clean sheet. That's yo, Tesh is saying Tesh, you're saying a win or a draw, right? For the home side. The home side, right?
Yes.
Okay. GB is saying 2-0. GB says 2-0. What about the Brentford game? He's saying what? Who's gonna win the Brentford game, GB? I don't know why I can't see the chat.
Okay, so you can see the chat? GB saying 2-0.
No, not for the Everton game. For the Villa one.
Brentford?
Or Brentford? Oh, Brentford to win?
Yes, he says Brentford to win. Yes, 2-1. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what he said. Brentford to win. 2-1. Yeah.
Bro, like, okay, Fulham take on Newcastle at the Cottage, right? Yo, man, this is one game I'd love to see what happens to Fulham. Are they going to bounce back? Because they conceded 3 goals in 25 minutes. Manager had to make triple change. Guess what time? In the 33rd minute. So triple change at the 33rd minute, and I was like, what's this guy doing? But I was hoping that when he made those substitution, right, it felt like there was a rally. You know what I mean? It felt like the players responded to it. Then they got a goal. So I was actually hoping that, okay, you know what? Come on, let's go. Maybe they might pull it back to what they did against Sheffield, where they ended up getting 3. And they ended up getting on level terms 3-3. But I don't know why 3-3. I don't know why I actually last week I actually said Fulham were gonna beat Forest, because looking at the games back, and I'm like, yo, Fulham led 3 past them against Sheffield. So of course they were playing a Forest team who needed win at all costs. So I should have thought about it and said, okay, you know what, first we're supposed to get at least a goal, or we're going to put 3 past them. But having said that, Fulham at home this time around, they will be taking on Newcastle, who, although they played fine football against Everton on Tuesday, but couldn't get another goal, right? Everton pulled one back from the penalty spot. Game went to the call went to VAR, and they had to send the referee to look at the monitor, which he did, and it just solidifies the whatchamacallit. Because I don't think it was an on-field call. It was more of the VAR asking him to look. I can't remember what happened in that game. Ashley Young, I know Ashley Young was fouled in the 18-yard penalty area, and yeah, but they got one. They Everton got a lifeline there. He got a 1 point. So, but what will happen to Newcastle now? I feel like Newcastle away from it's terrible. Let me see. Newcastle away is terrible. It's 3 losses, 1 draw and 1 win, and that win came at Nottingham Forest, right? So I feel like this game, Fulham will want to bounce back. Excuse me, Fulham will want to like they drew the previous game
Mhm.
and lost the last one. So I feel like Fulham will want to get themselves back on track. And Newcastle, it's not like Newcastle. The Newcastle of this season is not the same Newcastle as of last season, right? So I feel like Newcastle are there for the taking. Fulham in the last 5, Newcastle haven't done great. It's been 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. And for Fulham, we already know it's 2 wins, 2 losses, same kind of thing, right? So I feel this game, both teams are definitely going to get on the score sheet. That's how, because Fulham will leave themselves short at the back. They know how to concede. So I think Newcastle will get to go. Fulham also will get to go. I'm just going to stay on the possible outcome for both teams to get a goal. But if I'm to pick a winner here, I would lean slightly. I'd lean slightly towards Newcastle to get a win at Fulham on Saturday. That's where. But for my possible outcome, having looked at both sides, I would say both teams to get on the score sheet. I would lean, because if you look at what happened the reverse, right? I think in the FA Cup it was Newcastle won that game 2-0, right? And last year Newcastle won them at home 3-0. So yeah, it looks like one side does the scoring in the last 5 meetings. It's all been Newcastle. So I think I would say both teams to score. The trend might break this time around, and also I would lean towards Newcastle to continue that. So it's going to be 6/6 in the last. Right now it's 5/5 in the last 5 meetings for Newcastle and Fulham. I think that run will continue. Newcastle to make it 6/6 and both teams to score. That's my possible outcome on that one.
Okay, just GB saying here Newcastle 3-0. So GB, I hope I'm doing this right, because it says 3/0, so it's 3-0. So it's saying 3-0. So.
No, I think he's saying 3-0 Fulham at home.
Okay, Fulham at home. Okay. So he's doing the other way. So Fulham at home. So basically 3-0 for Fulham. And
except he put the 3. Except he actually says 3-0. He puts it 3-0, then he put maybe a Newcastle at the back of the thing.
Because he says
behind.
He says Castle 3-0.
Okay, Castle 3-0. Then he's saying Newcastle to win 3-0. Yeah.
3-0. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at which is another good one. Luton and Bournemouth.
Just to go a little bit off topic. I know you've seen the new EA the new EAFC 25, right? You've seen that?
No. I wasn't.
I think they said there's something. I actually just saw a preview on it though. But yeah, continue. Go ahead. Sorry to cut you.
No, I'll be good. I haven't heard anything about EAFC at all. Okay, so Bournemouth. Wait, I beat my head. They pay me.
This one is a good one. Luton Bournemouth, man.
Bournemouth has been on fine form.
Yeah, they've been on fine form, and the thing is, they've been doing it narrowly. And there was a period where they went cold. They went cold, and they prior to that period that they went cold, they were on some fine form as well. Then they went cold, and now they're back on that fine form again. So. But go ahead. Let me not take this.
Honestly, like, as in, form is sweet, oh. Like, so like, difficult to predict right now. Like, what do I think will happen? I don't know. Honestly,
their form is good, but they're on 12th position.
But okay, I think probably their last one are probably taking them way off the relegation. So, but it's sweet form, oh, sweet form, oh, sweet. Like they've won.
Guess what? In their last 5, they played. Let's look at the people they played. The last 5, they played Bournemouth. They played Burnley. They played Sheffield. They played Luton. They played Everton. So all of these 5 people, all of these 5 teams are teams that are beneath them at the moment.
But the thing is that we agree, but as in doing it right, consistently winning 4 from 5. It's really
my team could. My team could do with a lot of W's like that. Yeah.
1 or 2 from here. So they drew. They've only 1 draw. So now how does it stand? They played so the initial game to Luton, they won 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Now Luton is at home. Let me see. GB is saying Luton 3-2.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Tesh. Go ahead. Let me just key in GB's thing right there on the side. So when we do a review next Thursday,
GB saying 3-2.
Yeah.
For Luton.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, now this is tough. Honestly, I was gonna go with a draw, but I think I probably the easy. What I think will happen though, let me not say the easiest. What I think will happen, there will be over 2 goals in this game.
I think both teams, Luton will definitely get back on their scoring form.
Yeah,
and you're right. Over
so
2
there'll be
goals.
over 2 goals in this game. Yeah.
But GB is coming out hot right here,
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
Luton 3-2. Jeez. Favoring the home team, GB. That's GB.
Well, as in you'll never know these things if you look at it like, because sometimes you watch the show
like consistency. Consistency actually is key when you're consistent in getting this team right. But yeah, go ahead, Tesh. Continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you look at them Chelsea, you look at these guys, and you say, like, like, how they as in you watch only their games, right? But you forget that there are teams that basically actually been consistent.
Yeah, man.
Your team is actually being consistent. Though. That's actually it's cool though. It's cool though to see that these guys are actually consistent.
So what you're saying? You say okay. You said it over, right? That's what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look. Yeah. Now this one is very interesting for me. I don't know. So it's a case of number 7 takes on number 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last 5 West Ham have had 3 draw, 2 losses, and 1 loss, 1 win. Wolves have had 2 losses, 2 wins, 1 draw. I expect both teams to actually get on the score. Let me see if this guy is. Let me see if Wolves have anybody coming back from injury. Oh my days, this is not they're not looking good at the moment, man. It's not looking good at the day. Yeah, Wolves are home. The Molyneux, I think Newcastle and West Ham, they've not been after that 5-0 thrashing of full Freiburg, or what's they call it. They've been letting goals in, so that would that trend would continue. I feel like that trend would continue. They always give a goal away. That trend would continue. I would lean towards Wolves getting a win on this one. I'm gonna stick put my if I was a betting man, I would say Wolves, and I'm saying it right now. Wolves would win this game 2-1.
Okay, 2-1.
Gary O'Neill knows how to set his team in a fine defensive. I think his quality of the players that he doesn't have, the quality of the players right that he has, like they're not top notch quality. I feel like if he has good quality of players, right, he will be doing fine because he sets the way he set his team, right, set them up in a defensive shape that I like. I feel like when rumors were being reported to like want to have him join United's coaching setup, I was a little bit excited. I was like, yeah, this guy he knows 18 or 2 on how to set his team up defensively and also how to attack and all of that. So for me, I was excited, but he just quashed the rumor and said, it was all report. And it's one of those things like I just wish I want my club to actually look at and be like, you know what? Let's see how we can build on coaching setup as to actually having one man. Right now it feels like it's just Eric Ten Hag just doing the job. Although I know he has Steve McLaren and his assistant, but I feel like they are all drawing from the same well of tactics, if you know what I mean. So if you have somebody different that's joining this setup, right? Yeah. So where they say, okay, sorry, why am I looking at this? I can't even. Yeah, where they say, okay, so it's a different flavor. You know what I mean? So this is bringing this is bringing this, and we come together and we cannot refine it because both teams at the moment are actually like United right now is looking like it's just drawing from one pot of where what should I call it?
Just
Yeah,
one pot.
one well of tactics, right? So
Mhm.
it's all people that demand no. So if they bring somebody else, I don't think he wouldn't. I feel like yeah, he would be open to that idea. But that having said that, I feel like Wolves would win this. West Ham, they've been riding their luck this season. I think they tend to just go once they imagine they play Newcastle 3-1, and in the second half they just went to sleep. It feels like what's his name? David Moyes is doing the David Moyes that I've always known him to do. When he tends to have some sort of edge, he just goes shuts up and invites the pressure. So for me, I think yeah. There's this player from Wolves. What's his name? Amori or I can't. Let me just get his name out so that I don't crucify that guy's name. Let me see. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, it's Ait Nori. Ait Nori, the left-sided midfielder. I think that's that one. I like that guy. I like the way he carries the ball and cuts inside and actually tries to improve the play. So for me, oh my god, like I like the way he plays. So he would be instrumental in the win in the game against West Ham. So for my possible outcome, I'm just gonna go with both teams to get on the score sheet and a slight win for the home side, like favor the home side a bit on this one.
Okay. So okay, I'm looking at what I call the Brighton Arsenal. Wow. And I'm going to share Brighton say something different from what everyone is expecting here. And in this one, I probably think there's something is going to happen, something huge.
Something huge is gonna happen.
Right. So in this game, I actually see based on now. This is based on a hunch about a few things here and then based on probably. I think an upset is coming for us now.
It's on the cards right here, right?
I believe an upset is coming for Arsenal. Probably this might be that game probably where you see that upset comes through. The only concern is that Brighton they don't have all their players, all the players on board, but I still see this might probably be a challenge to Arsenal this game. So in this game, what's my possible outcome here? It will be, I think the Zerbi also will want to probably at least because let me get a win over one of these guys, right?
Yeah.
So I think what it will do, it will be possible outcome of a draw or Brighton.
Draw or Brighton. Draw. Yeah.
A draw.
This is
A draw. A draw.
Brighton to win. Home to win or draw. Okay. This game, yeah, I don't know if there are gonna be a lot of goals in this Brighton game. I have no idea who's going, but I feel like Brighton they are home, they're a solid team. Away, not so solid, not so far from it. If you see them play away, you're asking yourself, is it the same Brighton team, right? But yeah, I feel like there'll be an upset in the card for this week, and it might come in this game. However, if he skips this game, the upset would be the Chelsea game, which I'm about to talk about next. Chelsea, I'm gonna go with not just a hunch, right? Okay, let me keep it real. Because maybe a lot some people are actually looking at this, watching this, and like, okay, please don't put bias into this. Don't just give us straight. Let me keep it real. From what I'm saying, right? From what both teams are. I know people will say Chelsea. What I'm about to say, people might be like, "Yo, is this guy's on some? Did they spike your drink with some anti-malaria or something like that, right? Because you sound like you have high fever." For me, I feel like Sheffield so far have been playing the kind of games where they're almost there, almost getting a win. Almost. The last time Sheffield won a game was away at Luton, right? prior to that, I feel like it was prior to that was the Brentford one where they were at home and they beat Brentford. I think something like that might happen in this game, bro. Something like that might happen. It's long overdue. Sheffield are due a win. And Chelsea at the moment, although they scored 2 goals in the dying minute of the game against United, and Cole Palmer got the wins. I feel like Sheffield might just pose a threat to them. So I'm gonna just go keep it real and just say this game, I see both teams getting on the score sheet, and also I see a home win. I'm just gonna go with Tess on this one as well. A home win or a draw on this one. That's my possible outcome. Yep,
Wow,
yep,
wow,
yep,
wow,
yep,
wow,
yep.
wow. Okay, Tottenham again, a team that basically, honestly, is like one team that you have to appreciate the fact that they've been very consistent, right? They've been very consistent. You probably know what to expect from Tottenham. Lots of what they call hard work and lots of fights till the last minute. It's become paramount and evident in the second half that they, even when they're probably trailing, they push back to a hard play until the last. They've had a couple of last minute wins. Now,
Yeah,
they are playing Forest. How will this pan out?
and they're away.
Their way. No, they're home.
Jeez. They're home?
They're
Oh,
home.
they'll win.
They're
They'll
home.
win. They'll win
Yeah.
that game.
So with Tottenham being home, I see this will be a win for Tottenham, but both teams to score and Tottenham to win by 2-goal margin. So win for
Both
Tottenham.
to get on the sheet, and Ted says 2-goal margin for Tottenham.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me go on the other side of this. Now, I'm being serious. This is not just a talk thing. This is me saying I'm being serious right here. Both teams to get on the score sheet. I agree with that one. But Tottenham to win with the 2-goal margin, I'm just going to refrain from that and say I feel like there's a draw in this game. And although I don't trust Nottingham Forest away from home like that, it might just be a close game. I might just say it's a game where Tottenham they let a minimum of 2 goals in, right? So if they are to win this, it's gonna be a game of 3-2 or a 2-1 kind of game. But I might be wrong. So let me just stick with Tesh and say 2-goal margin. 2-goal margin.
Yeah,
2-goal margin.
Yeah, a 2-goal margin. Yeah.
Let me be real. Like Tottenham, I feel this game is gonna be. I'm gonna go safe, Tesh. I'm gonna go safe. Not a 2-goal, meaning that they have to be 3-1. I'm gonna go safe. Tottenham to score 3 goals. That's what I see. I'm actually seeing the game end 3-2 right here. So I'm gonna say,
in my head, I'm saying 3-1.
Oh, you're saying 3-1. So I'm saying, okay, let me just go with Tottenham to get at least 3 goals. Tottenham to get 3 goals. Tottenham 3 goals. So Ted says 2-goal margin. I'm saying Tottenham to get at least 3 goals. But the most obvious, the one we both agreed on, is the fact that both teams would actually get on the score sheet. Finally, we're gonna close the shop with the big one. I always like to call you. If United is playing Coventry, or whether United is playing beat Man City, Liverpool, Coventry, Stoke,
Ninja FC.
or Sweden Town, or my local team at the down the street here, I'm gonna say it's the big one. Please, if you don't like it, you could leave your comment in the comment section below and tell me why. It's just me. That's my team. So anytime they play, it's a big one for me. So, bro, your take. United,
My take.
Liverpool.
So let me just read out Shay. Because Shay is saying Man United 3-1. Which is good. I think you should probably just copy this. He's saying Palace is. Let me go back. I think this is good though. It's good. This is good. Palace. Okay. Probably is this another game at the season? My mind depend me.
Say what?
I probably think is this. By this might be a different. Because I don't think it's Palace is playing Man City, right?
Palace plays Man City, yeah. Early kickoff.
I'm seeing Arsenal is saying 4-0. Okay, I agree. I'm seeing Palace 3-1. I don't understand.
Your eye, I mean, my eye did deceive you. I mean, like your eye did deceive you.
I mean,
Yo, man says Man U 3-1. Yeah. No, I don't think this is right. But he is going with Palace 3-1. I don't know. But West Ham to win 3-0.
so,
What's the
want to win 6-0. I mean, at the same time we do. I think Paris.
Chelsea? Okay, say Chelsea to beat Sheffield 6-0. That ain't. Then Brentford to win 5-0. Luton to win 3-1.
Sure, the guy they give this thing, I'm gonna make it like the way they knock out for you. Like,
big up, Shay, big up, Shay.
Like, well, I say 3-1. Like, am I correct? Is that the Palace game I'm looking at? So, big up, Shay. Man United and what they call it? Man United and Liverpool. Oh wow, it's true. It's Man United and Liverpool. What was I thinking of? Okay.
This guy want dodge.
No, this one, man. Honestly, again, it's the same thing I said the last time.
Yeah.
When we beat Liverpool, I say form goes out the window.
Out of the window, yeah.
And to me, I think that's where I'll probably want to touch on something before we close. That's where it's a bit like I think it's a small club. It becomes mentality. It becomes a small club mentality when you see your this thing now. I won't fight. Like you should be as a professional, you be consistent all through all through the season, right? So I don't see why it's a one game. It's not small club per se, small players mentality because Manchester United is a big club. So small player mentality, saying okay, this one I'll be up for it. Why that one I'll probably relax. So I see most likely all this I've said is two things that will happen here. It's either United draw this game, or it will be a huge win for Liverpool. I mean, huge win, I'm saying with a 3-goal margin.
Huge win with a 3-goal margin.
Usually with 3 goals. Either we draw or a win with a 3-goal margin for Liverpool.
Do you have the lines for the bookies? What's the bookies saying?
The bookies, let me see. Bookies are saying here. I don't put it here, so let me.
The spread. They have the spread.
So the spread is even. It's not too bad when like at a 63% Liverpool, and even for example, my draw they're saying it's 3%, and they're saying a win for United 34%, which I think is huge. That flatters United, giving us a 34% chance to actually win that game.
They are saying Liverpool to win this game by one, like just a goal margin, right? So it has to be 2-0 kind of game, right? It's not the odd is like, oh my days. The odd is
because you know it's two things have Liverpool have two things at stake here.
Yeah.
First one is pride. They lost to United in what they call FA Cup.
Yeah.
Secondly, they are currently sitting pretty comfortable on top of that table. And one hurdle they will need to pass is United. And they wouldn't want United to begin to be the one to dent their hopes again. So I think they'll become not guns blazing for that game. So a draw from my perspective, but if Liverpool win, probably be a 3-goal gap.
Bro, the odds are not looking good, bro. The odds, like, let me see I want to actually make out something from looking at the odds, right? Man, these guys are wicked, bro.
What?
Like, they have Liverpool to win at 1.6 and United and the draw at 4.5. I'm gonna go with the draw right here, bro. I'm gonna go with the draw. I'm gonna use what the odd makers are actually setting. I'm gonna go with it because looking at this game, we held them to a scoreless draw at Anfield. Right now, they're coming to Old Trafford. During the FA Cup, the game ended up. Yeah, they had Liverpool. That game, they had Liverpool to win by. Let me just see something. I would. That way, I can actually because right now I'm leaving emotions out of the door. I want somebody to guide me in making that decision, and I'm gonna go with the bookmakers. I'm gonna try to pick their brains and see why they went with what they went. You know, yeah, man. Damn, like they had Liverpool to win. They had Liverpool to win by 1.7, 1. So they had Liverpool. I'm still gonna go with the draw. Bro, I'm gonna go with the score draw and this one. I'm
The
gonna go
score.
with the
So it's
score draw.
scored.
If
It's
Liverpool
scored draw.
scores 2, we're gonna score 2. If Liverpool scores 3, we're gonna score 3. I'm gonna go with the score draw in this game. I'm gonna go with the score draw in this game. Like
Scored
you
draw.
said, and you're correct. You said form's out the window. I'm just gonna go with the score draw in this game. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna leave it on. I don't have. See, honestly, as a United fan, I would say we would to win because I never bet. I'm not a betting man, but I'll never go against my team. But this game, I don't know what to expect. Right, the Chelsea game just we played good. We played nice. Right, ended up losing.
And notes,
Sometimes we play.
notes one to
So,
know.
yeah,
Chelsea's not good though.
yeah.
Chelsea's not good. So we are saying that's why we're saying we played well against Chelsea. That's in 12th. That was
No,
in
no,
12th place.
but bro, but if you look, when I say we play well,
Mhm.
it's not. It's a case of how we played. No,
Who we played?
not who we played.
Okay.
We played Burnley, we played Luton Town, we played Sheffield, and we've struggled. We came up with a 1-0, with a narrow win. We played Brentford the other day. We almost got the win. If I remember Saka's lapse in concentration wasn't the problem, would have gotten a win, right? So it's not. So is Brentford a good side? In my opinion, no disrespect. This season they haven't shown that they are really a good side, right? But is Chelsea a good side? Not really, because this season they haven't shown that they've been. We are ahead of them. If you want to look at what the league table is saying, we are ahead of them, right? No disrespect to Chelsea or Chelsea fans. I'm just saying, when you look at the game, right, we played well in terms of how we played, how we moved the ball, right, how we tried to carve out the chances for ourselves, right. For me, Anthony's assist to Garnacho, basically, if I'm not mistaken, would be among the top 5 assists of the season, right? So but we lost. So right now, I don't even know what to make. If I had another week to actually think it, and I'd start thinking, okay, how we could get something out of it. I'm gonna go with somebody guiding me, and I'm gonna go with the bookies. I'm saying I'd lean towards the draw, right? I'd lean towards the draw. Yeah.
Should draw.
A clean sheet, not in the cards.
I thought you wanted to say a clean sheet draw. Like, oh wow.
No, bro, we've done it before. We did it before, so we might as well just we can still do it again. So, but bro, let me just be serious this time. I think, and I want us to do the Gunners a favor by at least making sure Liverpool we can stop Liverpool. We knocked them out of the FA Cup, right? Knocking them out of the FA Cup means that whatever quadruple, whatever they want to term, because they're not in the Champions League, so they are in the Europa League. So it's 4 trophies for them to grab, but one is out of the window, right? So they got the Carabao Cup already. We knocked them out of the FA Cup, so we could say, okay, we've done that one. Let's go make it take it one step higher by at least putting a dent on their EPL hopes, right? So yeah, let's see a draw or a win for United.
A draw or a win for United. What I'm saying, a draw or what it calls, or a win for Liverpool.
You said no, but you said if Liverpool go, if you see this game ended up being a draw or a massive win.
A massive win. So basically a 3-goal difference for what they call a 3-goal difference for what they call Liverpool in this game. So once again, patterns are repeating themselves. And we see
let me look at the patterns that you
I'm not talking about patterns in terms of games now. Patterns in terms from a cultural perspective. It's always around this time of the season you start seeing it happened in Ole.
Yeah.
It happened,
Mourinho's time.
Towards the end of the season, you see players that you know what, because they're trying to, because I think there's a tussle of power. Who wants to let who doesn't want to play for the coach, and who wants to play? So when that imbalance creates almost like a chaos, and you can actually see it visible on on the field. Ole, you could also see that imbalance again. Like
bro, sorry to cut you, right? Let's finish up. I'm gonna give you something right now that maybe people might take note of, and people, if you like to put your money where your mouth is, then you might just do it. Go ahead, bro. I have something right there.
So I'm saying right, I'm taking out because this game, right, it's not dependent on anyone's form. It depends on what actually it's happening right now. So I think it happened with Ole. It happened with Mourinho. It happened with Ragnick. We're now around the same time frame with Ragnick and Mourinho. Social was way before, whereby the boys basically like, there's what they call it, let's just get this through. It's like you're writing an exam, right? And you're struggling, and you know, okay, regardless, I might still fail. Let me just run it through. And I think that's what's happening. I think probably that might affect our potential future result.
Okay, let me just bring this out for people can actually. It's it's weird though, but I'll just bring it out so that guys can actually see. Now in 2021, right? 2021 January 17, yeah, United went to Liverpool and it ended 0-0. January 24, 2021 FA Cup. United at home against Liverpool and United won 3-2. May 13th, 2021, Liverpool went to United and the game ended 4-2. Bro, you talked about pattern. Could this be another pattern?
No, right. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly,
because looking at this season, right? Yeah. We drew 0-0 at their home. FA Cup, we won 4-2. Was it 4-2 or 3-2?
4-3.
No, 4-3. Yeah. Right? Now they're coming to Old Trafford in the Premier League. Could the pattern?
Okay, so it's what you say, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Honestly, for me, I think like, I can't really like, you see, I'm always iffy when it comes to United. Like, I'm being like, I'm not sure, because I look at that game. I know one of my friends called me, and he was like, it's a big difference. I say, yeah, vex. I said, like, vex. So like, okay, now tell me. So like, I think I calm down. We played well. We're unlucky, and that's something that was, as in, like, initially I thought we were going to draw. I thought we were going to play bad, but we still unlucky in that game. So, and we might go out there and probably do something else, something better. But from what I see from a patterns perspective, the United I know, which is basically the only consistency I know, is that they are inconsistent in the negative direction, and that's why I'm saying this might happen. What they call it?
They're consistent with something.
Yeah. But I also want to ask you something before we close this show. Something that was bothering me, and
go ahead.
I think there's something happening in United, and I'll probably pick just one player. It might not be that player. I'll pick on, but something happening in United, and I'll give examples. Certain players have come, and they've probably, when they are poor, or probably when they are not doing too well over a period of time, right? You could see, they they result to, let's bench this guy, let's give this guy what they call a rest. Using Cristiano Ronaldo as an example. Now, when he came in, there was huge pressure around him, talking about he doesn't press.
And
that came from the press, and also Ten Hag mentioned why the reason they preferred Anthony Martial over him was more so Anthony Martial linked the play properly, and Anthony Martial was also probably a bit decent on the press. And he gave that as a reason for us to what they call to bench Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's before everything began to what they call unfold. My question would be, right, a certain player in this team, and it's not just one season, it's not one season, because last season was an outlier for me, like I always say. This same player right now, even a terrible form, and not even form now. You can say Bruno is currently going through a form issue, but you could see that, he's
trying to give his all. Yeah.
And then you and I used to say one thing. We say Maguire might not be the best, but his intention for the team, right? Is to do better. Why is Marcus Rashford, even at poor form, even at lack of consistency, even at lack of desire, and even at pure and utterly disrespect to the team, which we can see,
it still plays, right?
It still plays. So is there something? Is there something wrong at your end that we don't see? Today I was thinking, like, does this guy own the club, or is there something that is not as in? Because to me, if Sancho did less for him to be where he is now. Sancho did less to be where he is now. Sancho, there was a game in the Champions League where I think that was where Sancho's issues started from. He lost the ball and he refused to run.
Big up, almost a pain is good.
No, he lost the ball and he refused to run, and everyone criticized him for it. How come this guy can disrespect the team over and over and still play? And look at the last game. Sorry guys, if I'm just that's what it's paining me. Last game, he came in and you could utterly see that this guy basically doesn't care. But the manager still plays him, and we say.
But the manager didn't start him in the Chelsea game.
I agree. But do you know it is over time you can see that this guy doesn't care. There are other players in the bench that you could have actually brought in than this guy.
No, but the truth is, Tesh, if you talk about it, right? That's why I try to refrain from the conversation about Marcus Rashford and his contribution when it comes to his work ethics and work rate, right? I tend to stay away from it, because there are a lot of people out there that would say you're hating on the player. If he wasn't there last season, we would have had maybe Erik ten Hag wouldn't have come out third and all of that. But now, to answer, I don't have an answer to your question, but I'm just going to see how I can make it a little bit okay. A lot of people have actually said, Salah does not press, Salah does not come back, Salah does not do what we are asking Marcus Rashford to do, right? But they never answer. They never say. Omar, I would have brought you on today, but we are on a different platform. Tess, can you see if you could get him on? Is it possible?
I can't.
You'd have to send him.
Send him an invite on Discord.
Yeah.
And in that was you join, I can have him swap with you, and then let me see.
Just create the link and send through. Just see if we could put it on. Send it to me. I'll send it on. Put it on the YouTube. So for me, what I'm trying to say is, I don't see Salah doesn't press, right? They say Salah don't press. Salah does not he stays up, but Rashford doesn't do what Salah does in terms of assist and provide. He doesn't provide the assist, right? The other game, a lot of people were showing us the clip where Marcus Rashford ran how many miles back to clear a ball, right? And I'm like, yo, Tess, just go on YouTube and drop it on the comment section and live chat on YouTube.
Okay,
I got it here. Don't worry about that. Let me just. So, but for me, I feel like there's something we don't know. Rashford is the face of the club, and if Sir Jim and the likes want to be serious, right? That's the thing right there. If Sir Jim and the likes wants to be serious, then proper conversation about Rashford and should be held. Rashford, McTominay, because I don't see how they contribute to the game. Except you're saying, okay, you want to keep these guys and get players that could actually do every other thing and just have them in the wings. You know what I mean? Like, we are not going to be thinking about them when they come on. Fine, it's another body coming on. Maybe the game is done. Because yesterday, right, I didn't really see even Mount that came in, right, for less than 15 minutes. Mount actually did more than Rashford, right? A lot of people will say, Rashford is this starter, is the lead, and all of that. Almost right here. So
yes, when you're done, I'll have to replace you.
So Rashford is the lead, and you should be up front, and what's not, right? I'm like, okay, I get that, right? But when Oyland is in the game, you see how Oyland tries to come back and actually do the press. Is it a different gravy for Rashford? All I have to say is, I've noticed something. We keep talking about getting the right wing. Everybody that we buy for the right wing, even Sancho, we know he likes to play off the lower wing. He was forced to play down the right. And I don't think it's the manager, it's solely on the manager. I think there's somebody out there that's saying, you know what, do not make a mistake of trying to suffocate that Rashford on the left wing.
Mm.
Ganacho was playing on the left. For some reason, the manager had to move him to the right. Right. And Ganacho being a kid and being the ones that he wants to give his all, he adapted to the right wing and even did a lot of numbers from the right wing, right? So, but Rashford tries the right wing and immediately runs back to his left. So, I feel like at their hierarchy are saying, do not suffocate him. Let him have the left wing. He's our star man and what's not. But I don't see the numbers. If you want to be a star man, you should be giving us numbers year in, season out. Right. But again, a lot of people can make excuse for Rashford, but not so much for me. People have said people will call me delusional. I would want Sancho back. If the manager and Sancho can get in their office and nobody has to know, I've said it before, nobody has to know what's said there. Sancho, you don't want to apologize. Fine, okay, let's agree that not to disagree. You're not going to apologize. It's okay. But you know what? You have a job to do for the team, right? You're going to be playing off the left wing. I'm going to use you off the left wing, so give me your all off the left wing. Simple. We don't have to. Nobody has to know. Give Sancho his game. You don't have to. Sancho, we are not enemies. You don't want to apologize. Fine. I don't. You know what I said. Okay. Nobody has to know what's going in behind the scene. But let this man play in the position that you think he can produce properly. A lot of people will say chemistry, right, and team respect and all that. But what we see some of these players do isn't it worse than what Sanchez done? Yes. My mother used to say, just because the fact that you say somebody is crazy doesn't mean it's the only cost that you can give to them.
Yes, yeah. I don't know.
You understand?
Like she says, you won't even say they're mad before you don't say they're mad.
Something like that. So I can't really, there's some others there's some things that we said in pidgin English that you find hard to actually translate. So, but again, so it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Let's get Omo in. Let's get Omo in.
Okay. Omo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. So, so tell me, what's your take on Rashford? You said you have an answer. Let's hear it.
Listen, because this all happened from last year. The manager said, training levels for Sancho. He said Sancho didn't reach his training levels. I'm like, okay, I agree with you, Aaron Hawk. Sancho didn't reach his training levels. Cool, bench him. Send him away. Say then Sancho did his thing. It was a back and forth. Sancho went on loan to Dortmund.
Yeah,
cool. He's gone. Now I'm looking at Marcus Rashford on the pitch. I'm looking at your other wingers. They're not performing well. Garnacho's performing here and there, but he was not performing well on the pitch. Because again, what they do in training, character is closed off. We don't know what they do in training, but on the pitch, they're not performing. Garnacho wasn't performing. Rashford wasn't performing. Anthony wasn't performing. All three of those wingers were not performing because they're the only three available. Palestri, you wasn't even picking him. The time you picked Palestri was the first game versus Bayern Munich. And you say Alphonso Davies not a good defender. So already you put too much pressure on him, he go out there and fumble. So that's Palestri. Ahmad was injured. I'm like, okay, cool. Then you're gonna say when Rashford's having his bad form, you say you're gonna play him through the bad form. I'm like, why are you playing him through the bad form when he's bad? His form is bad. So again, that's another thing. There's one more other thing. Ahmad scored the winner versus Liverpool, and in the press conference, players and managers said he didn't reach the levels in trainings why he wasn't getting picked. So to me, it seemed like you're only going by what's happening in training. Because when it's time to perform on the pitch, you're happy with that. Because all for you is like they gotta reach 100 or 90 in training. When it's time for the test day, they get like 60 or 50. And it's been happening time after time after time. Like to me, that's why I said to me, I don't know what this manager is doing. I don't know what they're doing training. And for me, I have a whole other issue with their training because all these injuries, that's from your training. I don't care. They're gonna say we had no medical staff. No. You are overtraining them by making them run over and over. That they don't do no tactical, they don't do no technical, they don't do the basic fundamentals. All they do is running training. I don't care what nobody says to me. That's what Carrington is closed up to training. That's what I believe, and I'm sticking by it. All they do is run 100 meters in training day after day.
Yeah, no, as in towards it. Ten Hag, right? I'm not sure his obsession with Rashford, to be fair. I think that's something that's, as in, I'm really confused. I've been thinking about it, like, I cannot, as in, even looking at Sergeant Ratcliffe, right? You basically, you're saying the player disrespect the club, and he still plays. So, what's the power there? That's the power. He has power. Now, what's the power? Is it the money he brings in?
Marcus Rashford is Manchester United.
Yeah, I think that's what I would say, man.
When I say our best manager post Fergie is one of them is Ralph Ragnick, one of them is Louis van Gaal, and one of them is Jose Mourinho. Why? Louis van Gaal have Tyler Blackett, Patrick Jackson playing possession-based football. He hasn't played his football. He's coaching them.
Yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said, "Yo, Shaw, Rashford is not doing what I'm telling him to do. I'm benching them." He benched them and won Europa League. He even benched De Gea. The whole Europa campaign, it was only Romero that was the goalkeeper, by the way.
Yes.
Romero was the goalkeeper for the whole European campaign.
Yes.
By the way. He stick by his gun, got him Europa, fans turned on him, that went down. Ralph Ragnick came in and said, "Yo, these players suck. Alanga, come and play football." And like, you gotta come in and put your feet on the ground like, this is what I'm doing. And if you don't like what I'm doing, go home and watch the game from the field. That's why I say Arteta is better than Erik ten Hag. Why I say Arteta is better than Erik ten Hag? Because Arteta came in, he said, "Ozil, I do not like you. You still get paid $350. Go watch the game at home." Ozil was tweeting. He was taking pictures and then posting on Instagram about the game. Game after game. He take pictures and posted on Twitter and Instagram. You are not coming to this field. And you're not coming to training.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That.
Can you hear Drex?
Yeah, I can hear Drex.
No, but don't you think the for Arteta, the club, they backed Arteta's decision or whatever decision Arteta was going to take, the club backed him in terms of the Ozil and the Aubameyang and the likes.
Yeah, the club backed him, but he has to
call it
his way to make it work.
Yeah.
Again, Aubameyang was a baller. There are players there that was look at Xhaka. Xhaka was a baller, and he was like, "Yo, you're not in my plans. I am going to forcibly remove you." Is that at the board sack me? Oh, I'm doing what I'm doing. And if I'm constantly doing what I'm doing and they don't sack me, I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. Erik ten Hag has come in, tried to do what he wants to do. First 2 games, it failed. He canceled it. He used Ole Pro Max. He used the Ole system, and that's what worked for him. Year 2, you want to play a possession-based football. Where's my board?
Yes.
These are the players he signed. For my thing is blurry.
Okay.
When he signed Evans, you signed Mount. Okay, Mount was injured. Cool. Onana has been playing every game. Hoyland has to play. Reguilon, you brought him as a loan. You brought him in as a loan, and you wasn't even playing him as a loan. Then you sent him back out in January because the medical team.
But that was the club's decision, because even if the medical team provided the report, somebody at the top was going to veto it and put.
That's it. Listen. You have to. Ayrton has to get himself fired. But by doing what you want to do, or you're gonna get fired by
yeah, true. I get you. I get you.
Amrabat, you're not even playing him. Players you bring in, you're not even playing them. Another one, Malacia injured. Eriksen has been fit for so long, you're not even playing him.
Yeah.
Martinez injured. Casemiro, you've been playing. Anthony has been fit this whole time, and you haven't been playing him. I don't care. You gotta put them in that starting lineup, and you did not put him in the starting lineup. Watts Workers, you were playing him. Sabitzer, you were playing him. These are just everybody that he has brought him. So last game, Amrabat and Eriksen were on the bench. Why are they on the bench?
Yo, man, I didn't know why he didn't bring Amrabat on. Sorry, not if he doesn't want to bring Amrabat, at least what's his name? Eriksen knows how to keep the ball.
So you cannot say this manager hasn't been backed. Because your back players are on the bench, and you're playing Ole player in Bruno. You're playing Louis van Gaal player in Rashford. You're playing who was Garnacho is Murder Madness. Mino is Murder Madness. Maguire, okay, your defense, you had no choice. I will give you that. You had no choice in your defense. But Amrabat, you said you can play left back. How come you didn't bring him on that game?
True.
So you're not playing your players. So do not tell me you haven't been backed. Your players are on the bench. So you have been backed. Kwamboala, Murder Madness. Because Murder brought those young players in, by the way.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So you're not don't tell me you haven't been backed. This man has been backed. He has been playing his players.
Yeah. Yo, man, almost got the point right there, man.
I'm like,
Man,
what? Robert has been fit this whole time. Ericsson has been fit this whole time. He hasn't been playing. Ericsson, listen, Ericsson should be playing instead of Bruno. Because Bruno is the only player. Bruno will only go to social, and people are gonna say these players. When they say these players. Okay, who are these players? Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes. You don't have no choice in center back because if your center back were healthy, I know what you would do. But so far, those are the only two so far, and you haven't been playing them. You want to play Bruno Fernandes. Ericsson is healthy. You want to play Marcus Rashford. Anthony is healthy. Because that's a myth. People are saying like, oh, Garnacho bench Anthony. That is wrong. Garnacho did not bench Anthony. Rashford bench Anthony. Because the man want to forcefully play Marcus Rashford. He will put Anthony on the bench and put Garnacho there. That's a whole other myth in general.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I was saying a while ago, right? I'm saying it's either someone has told him, don't suffocate Rashford, let him have his time at the left, and find a way to squeeze every other person in. I think that's where the problem lies. And I don't know, as a manager, why you see that's my own, because for me and the Sancho thing, you've known me, Church, I've already said it. For me, I feel like the manager put Sancho not because of what he said is about the training and all of that. There's something behind that. There's something beyond that we as fans are not seeing, right?
Yeah.
So saying that, yeah, Sancho just felt like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is the right time for me to come out and actually throw my tantrum or let this manager know I'm pissed at what he's doing. But there's something beyond that thing, bro. You can't just tell me the manager said something about training and the player is just going to lose it for just that statement. There's something, and it goes down to say, sometimes Mark even said something about Sancho was not really pissed at Eric Ten Hag. He was pissed at the fact that Rashford is actually the one making like, it feels like Rashford is the one detecting things. I wouldn't lie to anybody. It feels
I
like
think honestly
is.
that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, guys. I feel Rashford is the one telling everybody what to do. He comes in, I do what I do, and you can do nothing about it. And I'm actually, that's why it's blowing my mind, because he has won nothing. Zero.
And that whole myth on what they says Salah doesn't track. Salah track back
A lot.
You see the way Liverpool play. Like when Salah tracks back, the fullback has to follow him because they know Salah is dangerous. He's constantly being man. So when he tracks back and the goalkeeper gets the ball, if Alisson was playing, you already know what Alisson's gonna do. Alisson's gonna long ball into the opponent, have a Salah already scored, and Alisson got an assist. So don't tell me Salah does not track back.
Oh my days.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Rob Drex. Let's round up. Drex, please round up for us.
Yo, guys, big up Omo for pulling up.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I like the way he pulled up.
And honestly, I said Omo has this passion I like a lot too, right? So, but guys, I know we're trying a different platform. Apologies. I'm still trying to work through the intricacies and how I can get multiple people on here in one screen. I'm still working through that. My apologies, guys. So, Drex, go ahead.
So, guys, we've come to the end of today's show. I don't know, Tess, should we leave the possible outcome that we've dropped out in the comment section after this video, or what? Yeah, I think we would leave it in the comment section. But guys, thank you so much for every person that was here. Big up GB, Shay, Rob. I see you, Manj. Big up yourself. Yo, before I forget, yeah. My brother Manj actually gave me, big up Manj for pulling up. Thank you so much for coming up. Manj actually gave me, this is Manj's possible outcome for the game.
Okay.
Crystal Palace, Man City. Manj is calling his possible outcome would be a draw. Aston Villa, Brentford. Manj's possible outcome is a home win. He's got a home win for Everton in the Everton versus Burnley game. That's his possible outcome, Everton to win that one. Also, he says Fulham to win Newcastle. That's his possible outcome as well. His possible outcome for the Luton Bournemouth game is a draw. He says that that game will end up in a draw. He didn't state if it was going to be a score draw or a scoreless draw. Wolves, West Ham, he's saying his possible outcome is a draw as well. Brighton, Arsenal, he's saying is leaning towards Arsenal to win that one. United versus Liverpool, Man's possible outcome is we must. And when Man says we must, you know what it means.
I know.
We must. Man says we must. For those of us that don't know what we must mean, Man is a United supporter, is a United fan. and when he's the people's people, the fans people of the United club. So when he says we must with double exclamation, it means United
They
have
have
to,
to.
no
I
choice.
just want to say something about the Premier League table.
Just bring him up.
Yeah.
And I'll leave on this. Don't look at the people in front of you. Look at the people behind you.
Behind you, yeah.
If you look at the people in front of you, you get concussed.
Yeah.
You're too far ahead. Look at the what are two behind you. Chelsea has a game in hand. If they win, they're behind us.
2 points, I believe.
No, they're behind us by 3 points.
Yeah.
No, 2 points. 2 points.
Wow.
2 points.
If
Yeah.
West Ham wins and we lose versus Liverpool,
They're ahead
be
of us.
with us. But we'll
Yeah.
be ahead of them in goal difference because they're -5 and we're -1.
But we have a game in
God.
hand. We have Sheffield.
Minus.
Listen, the table move day by day.
Yeah,
I'm
true
looking at
though.
the table week by week. I'm not looking at it in general. Week by week is how I'm looking at the table.
And,
Oh my days.
Listen, we have 8 games left. We must.
Yeah.
When we had 10, I said we must win 5.
But right now we
have
must
to
win 5. We have to win
We
5.
must win 5.
We must win 5. We
As-
must win
I-
5.
Listen, I expect the Liverpool loss. I expect the Arsenal loss, and I expect Robert De Zerbi loss. Because De Zerbi wants United job, so he's gonna do everything in his power to beat up for the last day of the season. So
Maybe
listen,
we might have a show on this disabled thing. I'm gonna get you on so you could give us something on that. Maybe the next one, the next possible outcome, because we're far too gone in this one. Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
that's behind you. I'm going.
All right. Big up on more. Yeah, Man's last game, he said Tottenham versus that's Tottenham Nottingham Forest. Man's possible outcome is a home win. So just to recap, Man scored a draw for the Man City game. He says Aston Villa to win Brentford, Everton to win Burnley, Fulham to win Newcastle. The draw between he says his possible outcome for the Luton versus Bournemouth is a draw. Same as the West Ham Wolves, which is a draw as well. Brighton, Arsenal, he's taking Arsenal to win that one. Manchester United versus Liverpool, we must double exclamation, meaning United must win. He says Chelsea to win Sheffield and Tottenham to win Nottingham Forest. Those are Man's possible outcome. I have it right here. We're gonna do a review on the next show. Guys, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Big up
Thank
GB,
you.
big up everyone.
Never
miss round.
We plan to do like a 1 hour, but I had to get my bro Omar on to take us through the reason why we think Eric Ten Hag and Rashford have some sort of symbiosis relationship. I don't know what it is, bro. But yeah, until we see you next week. Tess, do we have anything to say for I don't think there's much to talk about for the week that was tomorrow, but I don't think if anything comes up, we'll let you guys know. But yeah, until we see you again, take it easy, take care of yourself, have a wonderful weekend, enjoy what's left of the weekend. And yeah, don't forget, God loves you more than the devil hates you. Joy is definitely coming in the morning.
Peace, guys.
Peace. We're out of here.